Goals are important in education. They set expectations, provide motivation, and incentivize growth and continuous improvement. I have a scientific background, very process-oriented. So when I entered the teaching profession, curriculum design such as understanding by design came very naturally to me. Start with the end goal and work backwards from there. Identify the standards, unpack them, communicate them, teach them, and assess them. But try as I might to develop my class around these amazing goals, the students saw only one goal, the number grade on a report card at the end of a semester. So what's the fix for this kind of incentive? Change the report card, which has led me to standards-based grading, where the report card changes from this to this. A simple list of standards and indicators to tell which ones have been mastered by the students, and thereby ditching the tyranny of a number-based grade, which incentivizes mindless grade grabbing. But this is not enough to correct our obsession with grades, because even the end product of a high school education is still just another number, a grade point average. Sure, a college or future employer may get a transcript that dives a little deeper by telling which subjects you took, but again, with little numbers next to them that are still opaque to the reader. H. Thomas Johnson, a renowned management guru, put it this way: perhaps what you measure is what you get. More likely, what you measure is all you'll get. What you don't or can't measure is lost. So what does the current day transcript measure? Who can tell what a 90 means in a math class when compared to an English class? It's only a number. There's no indication of the vitality of what it took to get that number. And when the sum of a 13-year educational journey equates only to a 3.24 or a 2.83 GPA, then we've lost so much. Now, if we want a workforce that is geared for the 21st century and onwards, one that is inventive, entrepreneurial, and emphasizes complex problem solving, then we need to incentivize that with a document and process that showcases all of those wonderful traits. If we want a transcript to be truly useful for colleges, employers, and students themselves in the future, it needs to turn into something that used to be much more common, a portfolio. With a portfolio transcript, students will be able to demonstrate a range of qualities previously unknowable to a college or employer. Want to know if an applicant is a team player who's able to persevere through a difficult project? Well, good luck figuring that out from her 85 in biology. But with a portfolio, she can show the results of an independent investigation into the complex interactions of organisms in a terrarium from beginning to end. She can show an ability to not only analyze data, but make inferences and predictions based on them. The portfolio transcript will still show the important knowledge and process standards that we have today, but can also greatly influence the learner in the process of learning. In developing a portfolio, students become highly engaged in their own learning through the steps of selection and reflection, assume considerable responsibility for that learning. What wonderful goals for the classroom. But there's a reason portfolios are not the new transcript today and why employers are not asking for them. They're difficult to mass process. Just like the industrial factory these tests were designed for, cogs are measured and fitted to just the job they need. That's fine when you just need a single-use cog. But that is a big problem when developing future staff and multidisciplinary knowledge and skills, because that test score, that GPA, that SAT score perverts the goal of education and misdirects the efforts of the students. So we need technology to help us. With e-portfolios, our learning and mastery of that learning can be indexed, tagged, marked up with XML, hyperlinked, and endlessly referenced by standards in the same way that HR departments currently hunt for talent by scanning our modern-day mini portfolios, resumes, to search for keywords which are significant to them. From there, the portfolio will show a depth to illustrate the student's broader set skills. We can imagine a rich interactive multimedia portfolio that shows samples of essays, pictures of artistic works, videos of the student delivering a presentation. There's a power to this type of transcript. In fact, my last job interview was less than 20 minutes, simply because my principal was able to view podcasts of lessons that I'd previously produced for my classes before I had even met him. With these types of changes in how an educational life is reported, the incentive of students can finally be focused on developing talents based on real-life, authentic displays of skills mastery. And when the system of incentives is righted, the educational goals and standards will become more meaningful to the students and ultimately lead to more meaningful work in their lives.